Hi guys, welcome to some more welding symbols. I'm trying to be serious here. Okay guys, so what's the first thing that we need for a symbol? In order for us to have a symbol, we must have a reference line and an arrow. And in order for it to be a complete symbol, we have to actually have a symbol. Today we're talking about fillet weld. This is part 2 all of the fillet welds. Now, we're going to give information to better describe our fillet weld, okay? So the first thing is going to be size, okay? And the size goes to the left of the symbol for the fillet weld, okay? This refers to weld size. Another term might be leg size. The way we measure a fillet weld is by the shortest leg. So let me show you. I don't know if you guys can read this. I hope you can. So we understand that this is a fillet weld. And we know that right here and right here are the toes. This is where our weld meets the base material. Okay. And here's our root. Okay. So from root to toe, there's one leg. And from root to toe, there's another leg. So that it's measured by the shortest leg. So now, if I say I would like a half-inch fillet weld on the arrow side. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The majority of the time we will have equal legs. Okay. That means that from my root to my toe is a 1/2 inch. So from here to here is 1/2. Okay. And then from here to here is 1/2, okay? So it's a 1/2 inch tall and a 1/2 inch wide. And I can measure it by the profile. There's actually fillet weld gauges that will show us how big it is, okay? Now, well, what happens if I have some unusual circumstances, okay? Maybe I need different leg lengths. So how would I represent this? Well, in order for me to show you, we would say I need a 3/8 by 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to represent it like this. But here's the thing. How do I know? Is it tall? Is it 3/8 tall? Or is it 1/4 inch tall? So there's something else that we might need to have. And it's called a tail. I call it a little fish tail. Okay, looks like a little tail here. And it's going to say, see detail. We need to see a detail to understand how tall is it or how wide is it. Okay, now sometimes we don't get that information, but I need you guys to think about it logically. For example, I don't know if you guys can see this very well. I have a thick plate and then I have a very thin plate. Okay, so now we know rule number 1 in welding is what? Matching our base metal with our filler metal. Rule number 2 is making it as strong or stronger. And rule number 3 is 90% of what I do is based on thickness of material. So, I have a thick plate and a thin plate. I would probably want my heavier part of that weld on my thicker plate because I probably burn away that thin one, okay? So, more than likely, from toe to toe, from here to here, this leg is probably 3/8. And from here to here is probably 1/4. So I'd more likely have a weld like this. Now, it doesn't mean that it's always like that, but it's important to understand and see the information if they don't give it to you exclusively. If they don't tell you, see detail, and they don't give you any other information, this is when you need to ask questions. Hey, bossman, I welded the weld. Where do you want to weld? Okay? You need to understand and say, okay, my information here is not enough. All right, guys, so this is on weld length. This is size. Okay, all right, onwards.